Welcome back to my mental health and crime channel. My name is Huda London. This is for educational purpose only. This is all my theories, speculations, and nothing else. I received this from a friend of mine, cross-examiner. She has been researching this case from the very beginning with me. And she gets a lot of good information. She will be opening a channel soon, and I hope you'll subscribe to her. Don't miss her contents. She's really intelligent and very passionate in solving or helping to solve this case. She sent me this picture. Pay attention. It was taken on the 13th of November 2022. The tragical night 4 victims lost their life. Look at the time. 3:33. DM is showing the middle finger. Wow. So if the students were unalived after 4, how come we don't see them around? Why didn't she take pictures with them? This looks like a really devious picture, honestly. But if the students were unalived before 3 a.m., before 3:15, I'm sure this is when the job was done, unfortunately. That's the way I look at it. Pay attention to the bruise on her thigh. Is that red liquid? Could that be red liquid on the floor? And who's this girl with her? You can see that it was on her Instagram or social media. Her name is written there. 3:33. Could it be possible that DM took revenge because of what Maddie and Zana allegedly did to her in Halloween? Didn't she call Kaylee to be a +1? Interesting. This picture should be put on the evidence. It's the timing that is crucial and creepy. This is after the unalivings. Does she have red liquid on her thigh? Or is that bruises? Looks like red liquid to me. What do y'all think? Is there red liquid on the floor? Wow, it does look like red liquid. There's a reason the surviving roommates took 8 hours to call the police. They were busy taking pictures after whoever unalived these students. I personally believe it was an inside job. The frats, surviving roommates allegedly. This is all my thoughts, speculations and theories. Nothing else. The middle finger says it all. Let me know what you'll think. When did DM take these pictures? You can see the good vibes. It looks like the good vibes picture, where it's written good vibes, is not standing straight. It's crooked. Was there a fight in the living room? Dylan M. 26, November 13th, 2022, 3:33 a.m. Then it's written down, justice for Idaho. We ain't giving up, DM. We want the correct justice for the 4 victims and for BK, in case you're framing him. In my opinion. Let me know what you think, guys. These are the pictures I took from Saeed S.'s phone. I believe it was the crime scene. The Sigma Chi or Sigma Chi or Sigma Chi fraternity boys, Phi, Kima, Theta were the names. Need to be investigated properly, in my opinion. You could see them hiding behind the bushes. Wasn't it said that David Lott and David B had a fight with Ethan and Xana that night? Apparently E called them homophobia words. Then I came across this. It could be actually true. Because the sticker on David B's phone device gives us a hint that the fight was definitely about that, in my opinion. This camera is from the building opposite 1122 Kings Road. That's important. So there is a CCTV camera rolling. I don't know if they broke it that night, but there would have been a CCTV camera there. I wonder if it was recording, because it would have showed them running up and down Taylor Avenue and the alleyways and the steps. I hope it was recording. Could that be Jack D, his white truck? Or was it David Lott's white truck? Interesting enough, that door straight down has a camera. That's where they were seeing the white Hyundai Elantra speeding up and down. These are the pictures from Saeed's phone. What is he watching? This is what Joe Vito was watching on his phone device. And then we hear people saying, there's not much to see at the Grub Truck or Banfield. I believe there's a lot to see, in my opinion. And it all points out to the frats, sororities, Greek lifestyle, the college students, in my opinion. This is the last picture taken of the Chaplin triplets at the Betty Ball between 8 to 9 p.m. No pictures was taken of the couple after. Isn't that strange? One of my favorite pictures, Showalter has a weapon. I don't know if it's a crowbar, if it's a hatchet, if it's a gun, a rifle. I don't know what it is, but it needs to be checked into. Look at his eye, how badly swollen and cut it is. Although the picture is blurry, we can see he's carrying something. Was he thrown off? Was he thrown out of the corner club like we heard? Kaylee got him thrown out. Then they ditched him at the Grub Truck. Did he come after them? Poor Ethan. The correct justice has to be served for these poor victims. DM was busy that night. 3:33 a.m. This was when they were sending pictures, I guess, in Instagram, Yik Yak, Snapchat, TikTok, texting each other. Who's she showing a finger to? Is she trying to say the deed is done? Allegedly, I took this picture from Jovito's phone device. When the crowd was yelling, Xana, Xana, I can see 3 to 4 people. What I'm trying to say is it wasn't BK or one suspect who did these horrific crimes. And I believe the university know it. For Jovito's phone, once again, what are these pictures? This was the picture Saeed was watching. Kaylee in the sitting position. Just like her parents said. When I exposed these pictures first, it was right in the beginning of this case. Kaylee's parents didn't even come out and say this yet. That's why I believe these pictures are the crime scene pictures. Allegedly. I wonder if these students, these victims were gagged. I still can't get over this picture. DM. Dylan MM26, November 13, 2022, 3:33 a.m. That same night. Where were the other 4 when she took these pictures? How many people did these horrific crimes? And why is the floor so wet and sticky? The floor looks really sticky. Look at her thigh. Is that blood or is that bruises? Allegedly. Did one of the suspects come in from this window or did they touch the window? Same pictures I exposed from the very beginning. So all the Banfield and grub truck pictures you'll see, you can go way back to the beginning of my channel and you'll find them. I've spoken about them plenty of times. There's somebody with a mask. You can see Saeed with his alcohol beverage. What is DM, his friend, holding in a hand? Could that be a knife? I always personally believed the surviving roommates, or at least one of them, are involved. I always believed DM was involved, in my opinion, because of what happened in Halloween. She came back for revenge, I believe. And I don't think it was only 1 or 2 people involved. This was a frat, sorority, college thing that happened. Unfortunately. I wonder who these 3 are. This is from Joe Vidot is from. This guy with the black looks like he has an odongri. Jovito was already ready, taking out his phone when the crowd was yelling Xana. Look at John Schwalter. What is he carrying? He already threatened Maddie. That's why I've never trusted him. This is Joe watching his phone at the grub truck. What are they watching? Looks like there are 2 people on the floor. Could that be Xana and Ethan? This was the girl standing with DM at 3:33 at night. She has a knife, I believe, in her hand. Let me know what y'all think. Do y'all remember that Steve G said, and his wife Chrissy, Kaylee's mother, if Kaylee was ever scared or worried that somebody was stalking her or following her or that she was in danger, she would take out her phone device and take a picture. These were Kaylee's last words. She was telling us to look out for the people standing behind her. That's why Grub Truck and Banfield are very important, and the surviving roomies, in my opinion. This picture is important because this guy looks like he's carrying a machete. And he has a belt on. They usually wear a belt. Allegedly. This is to all the people who don't believe number 9 was putting something in Maddie's mouth. He was clearly doing that, in my opinion. Where was Quinn Kelly that night? DM's boyfriend. He was seen at Idaho, Moscow. He took pictures with DM. They put it on a VSOP. So the pictures are enormous. But he said he was never there. These two are very important. That's Hannah Clee's brother. He looks like her, the one in the front, and that's his friend. They were at the Grub Truck. They were looking at Joe Vito. They were looking at John Showalter and nodding their head. They all knew each other. They were standing behind Maddie and Kaylee, and they came in a white Hyundai Elantra. People in the university said that Hannah Clee's brother and cousin came to take revenge. I don't know if that's true, but I could believe that. There was many motives, many targets that night. I think they were doing a ritual, in my opinion. Look at this guy's shoe at the Grub Truck. I don't know if that's red liquid. I'm sure this guy's carrying. This picture was taken at 3:30 in front of 1122 Kings Road. It was on GeoSnap. Looks like David will beat me. I've heard different people that this looks like. But I believe it's David B. This picture was taken at 3:30 and DM's picture was taken at 3:33. So the unalivings was done by 3:30, in my opinion. Rest in peace, Zano and Ethan. May the correct justice be served. This was personal. They carved his legs. It's heartbreaking. That's number 9. I think that's why we've never heard about Maddie defending herself. This is Timmy at Banfield. I took a picture of his arm. Look at his hand. These people are drillers. This is the one with the glasses in Banfield. Ethan. His leg. What is he carrying? Is that a kiba? Allegedly. He's carrying something in his leg. I found this on Joe Vito, his phone. This is Ethan Chapin, in my opinion. It's heartbreaking. Trigger warning. Oh my God, it's starting to make sense. I was wondering what is wrong with his legs. Did they tie something around his leg? Were they torturing him? It's heartbreaking. What happened to Showalter's eye? He's got a deep cut on his eye. This is Hannah Clee's brother on the left, the one she grew up with, and the other one on the right is the one allegedly that's called Scott Jr., who was at the Grub Truck, and apparently he came there to take revenge for Hannah Clee. Her brother told me that, allegedly. Not sure, but I saw a lot of dodgy movements with the one on the right who was at the Grub Truck. Hannah found out about him before she was unalived. He does look like Hannah. There's the brother, the cousin. I'm starting to think, believe DM was involved. I don't know what BF was up to. She must have been the reason it took 8 hours to call the police. She had rugs in the house. As for DM, I showed you all the picture she took at 3:33. Boom. Rest in peace, Kaylee and Maddie. Do you see the white car in the reflection? That is the car Hannah Clee's brother and cousin or friend jumped into. So Jack D has a white truck and a white Hyundai Elantra, and he was the last person to be ruled out. Find that to be interesting. You see the white car in the reflection once again at the grub truck. That is the car Hannah Clee's brother and cousin were driving. What did Maddie tell Adam? I believe that's important. Would DM have taken revenge for what happened to her in Halloween? Allegedly. Just a question. The picture to the left is what Saeed was watching on his phone device. And the picture to the right is a picture someone sent me. These people were going around with different kind of masks. I compared these two pictures together. Do y'all think it's John Schwartz? Allegedly. It is possible. Is DM planning to do this? Was all this pre-planned? Since she invited Kaylee over as a plus one. I took this picture from Saeed's phone. This is someone inside the house. Jackie was the first one to put up $6 for, was it the GoFundMe? Why was everyone sending each other $6? Were they betting on the 4 victims? Allegedly, just a question. Doesn't make sense. Was there a live stream? Were they watching it from the Twitch video? I think it was in the dark web, allegedly. Rest in peace, E. Sorry, this is what this girl was watching at the grub truck. Many people were involved, in my opinion. Shawalter's a hunter. Could have done this easily. He had beef with Ethan because he got him kicked out of his frat for sexually harassing women. And he had beef with Kaylee for getting thrown out of the corner club. Could he have reacted? He's aggressive. He has anger management. He unalives animals and throws them in front of Sorority's house. The female who worked with him in Idaho, Boise, said to watch out for him. She had to slap him to get him out of her way. He's been harassing many other females at the flatbread in Idaho, Boise, or Boise, Idaho, allegedly. Poor victims. These 3 turned their backs facing the other way when Kaylee and Maddie come to the grub truck. They didn't want the girls to see them. This was what the grub truck people were watching. And once again, I'll show you the figures at Banfield hiding behind the bushes. Wow. You can see figures. And on the left-hand side, I don't know if that is a weapon. I believe it is. Look at how many figures are in the bushes. They never thought they would be exposed. I could be wrong, but I can clearly see figures. You can even see behind Timmy 2 faces in the green circle. I'm still trying to figure out if this is a hand, a weapon. I don't know what I'm looking at. Wow. They're quite comfortable inside the bushes. Wow. If this is Ethan, where did they do this? Was it in Xana's room or outside? That's my question. Let's summarize this. This was the first picture I showed. Dylan MM26, November 13, 2022, 3:33 a.m. Where was the 4 victims? Unalived already, I guess. The timelines are wrong. Why is she showing us her middle finger? What is it on her thigh? Is that red liquid? Or bruises? Or a stab wound? And what is the other girl holding in her hand? Look at her leg. The floor looks like it's sticky. Is that dry? Red liquid? Look at her leg. Both her legs. And this one is carrying something in her arm, in her hand. Let me know what you think. This is all for educational purpose only. This is all my theories, my speculations, and nothing else. And this picture is from Dylan, is social media. Please like, share, and subscribe.